Okay, let's try some live programming. Calling with AI. I said precisely live programming. Maybe I didn't, but that's what I meant. So we can now autocorrect the speech recognition. And I have the good news. With AI, I've been contacting them and they tell me it's okay to distribute this. So we now get English and German speech recognition for free for everybody. You can just use it. For now, you can click up here. Listen to me. New email. Listen to me. Did I say that? Yes. So you have to click up here, but we can also make a mode, like Alexa mode, always on mode, where whenever you say something, it will just start listening. And this will be completely free and legal and work in any language even. Any language that with AI supports. For now, it's German and English. This stuff is really good. No more Google for speech recognition. And I want to show some live programming actually. Let's say up here, this little tray area, let's say we want to populate it. How difficult is that? Let's say for this little program here, we want to make a new icon. I mean, this is a program that I use to extend my language, JavaX, with new functions. When I click here, it looks for a new function that I wrote and adds it to the list. This looks crazy. So how hard is it to program? We just click here and say source code. And then the window is too small as always, but when we enlarge it, we can see the source code of this module. You may be surprised that it's a little, what is this? It's a little short, but that's how JavaX modules are. This here says version 7 of the language, it's always the same. This is the main module, which is a Java class. There's a new syntax for it, it's called module. It has slight advantages. It has one text field, which you can see here. Text field is transient, which means it's not a part of the persistent state. Any other variable you put in here, like some int, this is all persisted automatically. It's part of the session, and the value that you store in here will be saved and loaded automatically. Here you make a visual, a GUI for this module. The GUI is this whole thing here. And I always make a new syntax, right? There's a function declaration here, a method declaration, but there's a new syntax that I made in my transpiler. And now we can just say this. This is the new shorthand for the former code. So it's always getting shorter and still readable. I mean, this is readable, right? It's not a weird shortcut that you have to memorize. It's just less typing. You just delete some characters. So it adds the text field, it adds the button, whatever. And the thing I want to do is add the tray icon for this. So because usually I write this, which means standard function, I say go. Now it will look for new functions and not find any. Yeah. And how do we make a tray icon? Let's see if I remember. In the start part, we say DM for dynamic module. Any module in the system is called dynamic module, just a prefix. I think it's set tray icon, or add tray icon would also work. Usually multiple things work, right? Our language is very elegant. And we can say if we want it to the left of existing icons or to the right. Let's go for the default. I think it's to the right. And I think what we need is a image ID. Image ID here. This is the little image. Boom. And possibly we might want an action. So what did it do? Oh, it just takes a component. I missed it for a moment. So here we just put in a swing component. JImage is a swing component. So now we will already have the little icon, and then we say we want to do something, which is called onClick. R for runnable. Runnable. Yeah, smart machine. Smart machine. Oh, smart machine. Thank you. The idea is we just put stuff in the speech log. Everything is logged. I type, I speak. And, oh, it actually said something. It said no problem or something. And the idea is that we learn associations. I just said smart machine. Then I said thank you. So it's an association just because I said these things in order. So at some point in the future, it will just respond with thank you. Because smart machine, thank you. It's an association that might make some sense. It still doesn't know why these things are related or how, but this speech log, we will work with it a lot. So onClick, what do we want to do? Yeah, add the standard function. How does it work? I think it's add standard function. Add standard function. No, maybe it's add SF. No, add standard. What's my function called? I do really need an AI for this. Let's look here. And let's look here. Add standard function with animation. Now this SF bot do it. Standard function bot do it. If that is not a very cool name, I don't know what it is. Add standard function. There is the same thing. Add standard function with animation. Boom. And there's a shortcut. Is this just R and the function name? And we say our thread. The thread means it does it in the background in a new Java thread, because this would mean it does it in the GUI thread, which makes everything unresponsive and is a very bad idea. So our thread means it runs in the background. Close the parentheses and let's check out transpile. Transpiling. La 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 la. Think for me. Come on, think for me. Okay, onClick. The problem is this function does not return the right thing. In fact, it returns nothing. And nothing is not enough. Where's my face? Hello. onClick. Yeah, so we should just return a component. My functions return smart things, because that allows to cascade functions and make really compact code. Another thing is that this is not the right thread. This is very technical, but I do threading automatically. This does things in the GUI thread. So I can also add this, because I pass around null a lot, and functions should accept null and not complain. It's called null propagation. It's a JavaX feature. So, A was nonsense, it's 3. Buttons, we do this later. I think this is the one we want right now. Now I think this might compile. or transpile and then compile. In fact, come on. Okay. So now we can reload the module from the server, and maybe we'll see the tray icon. Yeah, there it is. Let's click. Yeah, it's doing something. There's no new function to define, but our icon works. See, just this one line here. And we have a tray icon. That's how easy programming is with JavaX. Boom.